Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, 1st Chapter, text number 31, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 16th of July, 1975, in San Francisco, California.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam
Vikarasito anta hridayad dashipothim ajamilam jamapreshan Visnuduta varayamasu ojasa. So, when the order carriers of Yamaraja were trying to take away Ajamila from this world to the other lower planetary system below this universe, there are many planetary systems, they are called patal. Tal, atal, nital, talatal, rasatal, patal, 7 layers. So, below that layers there is hellish planets. Just like up there are heavenly planets, similarly down there are hellish planets. So Yamaraja, his kingdom, his jurisdiction is within these hellish planets. So, one point is very important. People are sometimes amazed, where is the soul? Now, it is clearly said here, it is the earth from the core of the heart. Therefore, soul is existing within the earth. And the Paramatma is also existing. The yogis, they want to see, although they are Paramatma and Jivatma sitting side by side, and he is dictating, but on account of our foolishness, we cannot see him, neither hear him. Antarbhahi, he is within and he is without. But unfortunate as we are, we cannot see him either within or without. How it is possible? Just like a family member, your father or brother is playing on the stage, but he cannot see. Somebody is pointing out, here is your brother dancing. He cannot see. Nato natu dharojata. Just like person dressed in dramatic performance, his relative cannot see him. Similarly, Krishna is everywhere. Andantarasthang, paramanuchayantarasthang. Simply one has to make his eyes purify to see him. Then he can see always Krishna within and without. Premanyana charita bhakti vilochane. This seeing is possible only in bhakti, not in jnana, karma. No other. Premanyana charita bhakti vilochane. No other method is prescribed. In Bhagavad Gita also it is said, bhaktya mama vijanati javani jaschami tattva. If you want to know Krishna as he is, then you have to know him through bhakti yogam, not any other. Others, they may go on speculating for many millions of years, still they will not be able to understand. Panthastu koti satavasta sampragamya vayu rathapi manasu munipangavana sappasti jat prapadashimna abhicinta tatte govindamadi purusham tamam. For many millions of years, running in the speed of mind and air, not this aeroplane speed. Aeroplane speed is at most 500, 600 miles. But you just imagine the mind speed, 10,000 miles away, your mind can go immediately at a place where you had been. Mind is so speedy. Vayu, air is speedy, undoubtedly. But mind is still speedier. So even if you try to understand with the panthas koti satavassa sampragamma, vayorathat, in airplane or by manasa. Airplane has got defined speed, but even if you go with the mind speed and time, panthas koti satavassa, hundreds and millions of years, still you will not be able to understand what is Krishna, what is God. If you speculate, but if you are a devotee, then you can see 24 hours Krishna. That is the difference. Anthasta koti satavassa sampra. So, this Dashipati, this is also a significant word. The prostitute's husband. Prostitute means they are in Sanskrit called Pungschali. Pungschali means they are moved by other men. Pungschali. There are three kinds of women, Sairindri, Pungschali, this way there are divisions. So some women, they are very easily carried by men. So, that is not very good. Therefore, I am instructing our GBCs that let our little girls be educated to become faithful and chaste. That is their qualification. No education required. And the boys should be trained up to become first class men. Samadama, titikha, like that. And literary, Sanskrit and English, that will make them perfect. If the husband is first class and the wife is chaste and faithful, then the home is heaven. This is the formula. Dampato kalaho nasti tatra sri sayamagata murkha jatra na pujyanti dharna jatra susanchitam dampato kalaho nasti tatra sri sayamagata. Everyone is trying to become fortunate. Now, Chanakya Pandit gives three things, formula. If you want to be fortunate, then do these three things. What is that? Murkha jatana pujya. Do not give any credit to the rascal. That is first qualification. Don't be carried away by the rascal. Murkha jatana pujyante. If you worship a rascal, then your life is spoiled. You must worship a really learned representative of God. That is very good. And dharna jatra susanchitam, food grains, they are properly stocked. Not that for your food stuff, getting your food grain or earning your livelihood, you have to go 100 miles, 50 miles. No. At home, you produce your food grain and stock. In India still, they work for 3 months during this rainy season and they get their food grains for the whole year. You can save time so nicely. So these things are required for a happy home. There must be food grains. You cannot be happy without eating. That is not possible. Annad bhavanti. Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Annad bhavanti bhutani. If you have got sufficient anna, eatables, foodstuff, then you become happy. So three things. One thing, that at home no rascal should be received or given care. According to Vedic system, at home a sannyasi is welcome. A brahmana is welcome. Because they will give good instruction, they are welcome. Just like when Gargamani came to Maharaj, Nanda Maharaj's house, how nice reception he gave. That is the, especially, of course, any guest is welcome, but especially a brahmana, a sannyasi, is very well received. Still in Indian village, if a sannyasi goes, he has no problem for eating or staying in residence. Everyone will request, Swamiji, today you take prasadam at my place. So there are many villagers, so he can stay 3 days, 4 days, so there is no scarcity. Still, they will invite you, please come, take prasadam. So because, why this system? Because sannyasi means he will give good instruction, spiritual knowledge, but that is his business, paribrajaka, wandering all over the world and giving good instruction. Therefore paribraja. Paribraja means wandering and acharya means teacher. Paribrajaka. This is sannyasi's business. So they must be well received. At the present moment, if a sannyasi is trying to enter in some householder's house, immediately the doorman, please get out, get out, get out. Because some of the sannyasis, they have taken this dress as a means of livelihood. But still, in the village, any sannyasi, he may be a cheater, still he is welcome. In the cities, of course, in India, they are now doubtful whether he is actually sannyasi or to fill up his belly he has taken this dress. So, this is the formula. The very learned man, generally the sannyasi and brahmanas, they should be worshipped, not the fool sannyasi. The murkha jatta na pujyante and dhanna jatta. Dhanna means paddy, rice, well stocked. Perhaps you have in your country also, it is called barn. So you have got big stock. That is required. There may be scarcity at time, but if you keep stock, then there is no trouble. This one, no foolish rascal should be worshipped. Food grain should be nicely stocked. And the third thing, most important, dampato kalaha nasti. There is no disagreement between husband and wife. If these three things are there, you haven't got to pray to the goddess of fortune, kindly be merciful. She will automatically go. Here is a very nice place. I shall stay. So this Ajamila, he was Dasiput. He was a husband of a prostitute. So he was not happy. He was attached. Another thing is, that is also Chanakya Pandit. He says, Dushta Bhaja. Dushta Bhaja means this prostitute. Dushta, who is polluted by another man. He is called Dushta. Strishu Dushtashu Varna Sankara Vibhavati. Therefore human civilization must be very careful that the woman may not become polluted. Sri Dushta. Dushta means she is not satisfied with husband. She wants new. That is called dushta. So Chanakya Pandit says, dushta bharja. If the wife is dushta bharja, satanga mitram, and friend is satang, hypocrite, talking very friendly, but he has got something desired. That is called satanga mitram. Satang means hypocrite. So, if somebody's wife is dushta and friend is hypocrite, dushta bharja satanga mitram, bhrittascha uttaradayaka, and bhritta servant does not obey, he argues with the master. Master says, why did you not do? Oh, is that? No, Visnu should be very silent. Then he is faithful servant. Sometimes master may be angry, but Bhritta should be silent. Then master becomes kind. But if he replies on equal level, then it is very bad. Dushta bharja satanga mitram bhrittascha uttaradayaka sasatpeja grihivas. And you are living in an apartment where there is a snake. So if these four things are there, or one of them, not all the four, then mrityureva na samsaya, then you are doomed. Your life is spoiled. Dushta bharja satanga mitram bhrittascha uttaradayaka sasarpeja grihivasa mrityureva. So this man married a prostitute, dushta bharja, and he learned how to cheat, how to become fraud. So many we have already discussed. That was his business. And he was very nicely, he was thinking, I am very nicely situated. In this way, he was a little attached to the youngest child. That was his fortune, that he was named Narayana. That is Krishna's kindness. Krishna is so kind, so merciful to his devotee, that Uddhava says that Krishna is so kind that Putana came to poison Krishna. She smeared poison on her breast. They made a policy that I shall take the child very affectionately and push the nipple in his mouth, and as soon as the child will drink the poison, he will die. Krishna is so kind that although her motive was to kill Krishna, Krishna took the bright side. What is that? Oh, I have sucked her breast, so she is my mother. Krishna is taking. And therefore, after death, Putana got the same position as Mother Jasoda. So Krishna is so kind. Who can kill Krishna? So, for Krishna there is no black side or bright side. If Krishna can drink oceans of poison, so that he did not take very seriously, that these witches have come to poison me, but she has agreed to give me milk from her breast, then she is my mother. This is Krishna's conclusion. Therefore Uddhava says, such a kind Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, that the enemy, the poison giver, was accepted as mother, so whom I shall worship except Krishna? This should be the conclusion. That Krishna is so kind, little service. So this Ajamila, and in the beginning of his life, he was being trained up by his father, first-class Brahmin, Vaishnava. But he fell a victim to the prostitute, and he forgot everything. But Krishna noted that he has done something for me. Salpamapiyasya dharmasya trayati mahato bhaya. Devotional service, if sincerely done little only, that is also taken, just like the Putana. They had no desire, still, consciously, unconsciously, she gave some service. Similarly, we should try our best to give some service to Krishna. If little service is sincerely given, Krishna takes note of it, and his business is protect you, even though you fall down, just like Ajamila. So Ajamila fell down very deeply from the standard of Brahman, Vaishnava. But Krishna saved him, that this man has got very much attraction for the child, so let him have the name Narayana. That dictation was given by Krishna. That better keep your son's name Narayana. So he was attached to the son, always chanting Narayana. Narayana, please come. Narayana, please eat. Narayana, please sit down. So at the time of death, he loudly chanted Narayana. He thought his son will save him from the hands of this Yamaraja. But immediately Krishna's attendants immediately came there, and immediately they ordered, you Yamaraja, carriers of order, stop, you cannot do it. That is stated here. Jamo prasyan Visnudutas barvayamasa. Do not touch it. Ojasa. Very strongly. If you touch, then you will be punished. Don't do it. Ojosa. Ojosa. Ojosa means very strongly. Just like master orders the servant, you must do it. Similarly, Ojosa. This is the benefit of becoming Vaishnava and chanting. If we chant offenselessly, this man had no offense. He was misguided accidentally, but he did not commit any offense. He did not perform all sinful activities that I am now chanting Narayana, so it is being nullified. And so let me go on doing these sinful activities and chant Narayana. No, he did not do so. He did not know. What is the benefit of chanting Narayana's name? He did not know. So therefore, unconsciously, he was offenseless. Namnat bala jasahi papa buddhi. If one thinks that I am chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and it is said, by chanting Hare Krishna, everyone's sinful reaction of life becomes nullified. So let me do these two things. That is very great offense. Namnat bala jasaya. You have heard our 10 offenses. This is the gravest offense. The Ajamila did not do that. He was foolish. He became victimized unknowingly. So he was committing sinful and cheating others, becoming fraud, because he thought this is my livelihood. But he was affectionate to his son. He is always chanting Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Not purposefully, that let me chant Narayana and commit all sinful activities. No, that is not. You should mark this. Therefore, the Visnudutas came. That he is not offended. He is innocent criminal. So, therefore the Yamaraja came and immediately, very forcefully ordered, do not touch Ajamila. Now, next discussion we shall see. It is very interesting. Thank you very much.